Hi everybody, Beth here. The New York Times released a draft of the travel ban that I've been talking about for the last few days last night. Now, it is not finalized, and the New York Times said that it is likely to change before it gets released. But at present, Afghanistan is in the all travel restricted category, the most strict category, and there are no carve-outs for special immigrant visa or U.S. refugee admissions program. This is a huge problem if it is released this way. There are 128,000 plus SIV applicants still in the pipeline as of the last quarterly report issued by the State Department. There are tens of thousands of US RAP allies also in the processing queue right now. These are people who put their lives on the line for the US. US RAP includes people like prosecutors who put Taliban and ISIS members in jail for the acts that they did. They brought them to justice, and now all of those individuals are released from prisons, and they're looking for the people who put them there. It's also military personnel who worked with the U.S. but don't qualify for SIV because they weren't paid for by the U.S. government, or their work wasn't paid for by the U.S. government. So on the SIV hand, we have the people who worked for various contracting companies, had to work on U.S. bases, were known to the Taliban, were threatened as a result of their work. Also, all of the interpreters, translators who made it possible to work in Afghanistan when our soldiers and Marines did not speak the language, did not have the cultural competence to know what was going on in a village, as well as someone who is Afghan would know. This wasn't just we're going to go meet the Taliban on a battlefield at high noon. The ability to operate inside of villages, to get local buy-in, all of that was vital, and we could not have done it without our interpreters and translators who also saved lives. If you haven't heard about Tom Schumann and his interpreter Zach, please go read that story. Zach saved Tom's life, and I've heard that story from veterans so many times, that their lives were saved by the Afghans who worked with them. So it's really important that we get a carve out for those individuals, for our reputation on the world stage, because we made promises to all of these people who have been waiting for 3.5 unconscionably long years to get the help that we promised them. To rip that away would be devastating for our allies, for our reputation, and for all of the volunteers and veterans who have funneled their lives into taking care of those promises on behalf of the U.S. government.